Hey KAYPHORIA crew, how are you today? What is going on? I'm here. I'm back. If you're new here, hi, my name is Casey, also known as KAYPHORIA, the Positivity Fairy, and you definitely want to follow along with my journey. I'm a fashion week designer, and I love making content about infusing positivity and knowing your worth, period. And also, I do a little travel endeavors here and there. But come. And with this episode of a new series, we are going to start and get right into it and go into fairy mode with Kay, period. So I just want to say this. Come. Let me take your hand. You were never the problem. You were never the problem. Okay? Come sit with me. Come. I've been waiting to have this conversation for a very long time. So I've been sitting on this one because it's personal. And I think that some of you need to hear this today. I know I needed to hear this a few years ago, but that's okay. We learned. So grab whatever you're doing. If you're doing your makeup, come do it with me because I'm going to be doing my makeup right now. I need to be doing my eyebrows. Look, you can't get that threaded, but we're just going to put some gel on it. If you're just chilling, that's fine too. This is a judgment-free zone, okay? Today, we're talking about shrinking. Specifically, why you're doing it. I'm going to start with my Rhode Glaze Milk. This I use to put on my face before I even put the primer on, and I feel like it has been amazing on my face. Ever since I got it, I've just been using it and I haven't stopped. So today we're going to be talking about shrinking. Specifically, why you've been doing it and why you need to stop, because sis, you were never the problem. I want to start here because I think most people hear shrinking and they think, oh, she means someone with low self-esteem, like someone who's clearly struggling. And maybe that's not you. Maybe on the outside you look confident, you show up, you get things done. But shrinking doesn't always mean falling apart. It's not that big of a deal, but you apologize for your excitement before anyone even reacts to what you're going to say or what you're about to tell them. Sometimes it looks like changing the way that you talk, depending on who's in the room, going quieter, going safer, using different words, even laughing at jokes that aren't even funny. I'm one of those people, honestly, laughing at jokes that aren't even funny because you don't want to make things awkward. Sometimes it's like speaking up even when someone says something wrong, not because you don't have words, but because you've learned that your words in a room come with a cost. Ooh, yeah, just a little bit of dimension goes a long way with this. And you know what the wild thing is? You get so good at it. Shrinking yourself becomes like a second nature. You stop noticing what's happening around you, and one day you're just sitting somewhere and you realize you don't actually know how to be your full self in public anymore. Because you've just been adjusting for so long. And that hit me one day and it genuinely just shook me. And I was really surprised. And I knew that I just had to change. I was just like, this is actually something that I want to change for myself. And I feel like I should let you guys know about it too. I'm gonna go in with my Armani foundation in the shade 7.6. I'm going with that all over my face. Here's what you want to understand. You were never born knowing how to make yourself small. That's what was learned. Somewhere at some point, being full of self had coincidence. You had to be smart enough to clock it, so you adjusted. That's not weakness. That's survival. You were protecting yourself. Maybe it's a classroom where you got looked at differently, where you spoke up. Maybe it's a job where being too enthusiastic got you labeled as a lot. Maybe it was a relationship, a friend, family, romantic, where your energy was treated like it was too much to handle. I'm going in with my Tarte concealer in the shade Tan. And the message you absorbed, which what you were feeling was tone it down. You're making it difficult. I grew up knowing I was meant to take up space. I have always been someone who walked into rooms with a lot of energy. And I cannot tell you how many times in corporate spaces, in academic spaces, in fashion spaces, I was made to feel like I was inconvenient. My confidence was arrogance, like my ambition was aggression. Like wanting more was not in the cards for me. And for a minute, I believed it. I started shrinking myself. I still showed up, but I would edit myself right before I walked in the door. Less of this, more of that, just enough to get in the room to make me feel comfortable or to make others feel comfortable. And the rooms I was shrinking for, they were not worth it. None of them. Alright you guys, I'm going in with my Chanel Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. This is the shade Tan Intense Deep Bronze. This is my favorite bronzer. But this is the part that changed everything for me, honestly. The rooms that made me feel like it was too much were not rejecting me. They were revealing themselves to me. Is a room that can't hold you at full volume is not your room. And that's it. That's the whole lesson. When someone tells you that you're too much, what they actually are saying is, I don't have the capacity for you. And that's the limitation, not your flaw. Oh, do you see that bronzed up look, girl? Like, I think this is my favorite bronzer. And I like this brush because it just gives like a sculpt directly for the contour. This is amazing, sorry. Someone tells you that you're too much, what they're actually saying is, I don't have the capacity for you, and that's their limitation, not your flaw. You were not put into spaces to require you to be less than, okay? You were here to build. The spaces that you need is exactly who you are. So let me just say this clearly because I really need this to land and to stick with you guys. The wrong room will make you question your entire existence. The right room will make you wonder why you ever doubted yourself in the first place. I've been to the Met Gala, I've been in rooms at New York Fashion Week, I've stood in spaces I've thought that I had to shrink myself to get into. And the truth is, the spaces that welcome me fully, those are the spaces that I kept returning to. And those are the ones that I actually grew in and found my audience, found my friends, found my people. And the rooms that required me to be less than who I was, I don't even seem to click with those people. Going in with my YSL All Hours Hyper Bronze in the shade 4. Okay, so now the question is, how do you actually stop shrinking? You know, how do you actually stop shrinking? Because knowing that you shouldn't and actually not doing it are two different things. I'm actually going to give you 3 things that work for me. 1, notice the edit before you make it. And when I say that, it's before you walk into a room, before you post something, you speak. Notice that you're about to change something about yourself to make others comfortable. You don't have to stop every time, but notice it. Awareness is the first step to choosing differently. I'm going in next with my Loose Powder by Chanel. 2, start claiming space in low stakes situations first. You don't have to go from shrinking to a full Casey in one day. Just explaining it in my sense, you know? Start small. Say the full version of your opinion in a conversation with your friend you trust. Take up the physical space that you're entitled to. Don't apologize for your laugh. These are little practices that rebuild your relationship with your own presence. Start small with those things. And then I feel as you build, you'll start seeing yourself more and more in those other spaces that you want to really see yourself in. I would say next 3, audit the rooms. Read the room, girl. Read it. Make sure you read the room and know different signs of it. Look where you spend your time and ask yourself, do you feel like yourself or less like yourself after you've been there? The answer is consistently less. The room is costing you, and you should know that. And you get to decide whether it's worth your price. Some rooms are worth it. When you're building something there, you're learning, the cost is temporary, but some rooms are just taking from you and you can leave, and that's also taking from your energy as well. You're allowed to leave rooms that shrink you. Say that again. Say that again somewhere in your head. You are allowed to leave. You're allowed to leave. There's not someone telling you that you have to stay here. You're entitled to your own opinion. You're entitled to your own voice. So do not let that in your head say, oh, I have to stay here. What I want you to do this week is I want you to walk into every room this week. I'm also using the Rode Pocket Blush, Sleepy Girl. This is like one of my new favorite blushes. I feel like it goes with every powder blush that I have. But I want you to walk into every room this week as a full version of yourself, not the edited version, okay, girl? Not the version that pre-apologizes, not the version that shrinks yourself into a corner and then wonder why nobody sees her, okay? I want the full version. And if the room can't hold you, that's information, that's not failure. That's the universe pointing you towards where you actually belong. I know some of you are in situations right now where you genuinely feel like you show up fully. Trust me, I was that girl. Oh, by the way, you guys, using Charlotte Tilbury for the blush. I think this is their limited edition collection, but I think that they restocked them, so make sure you guys get on that because I am in love with this shade. This is one of my favorite shades. But right now, where you genuinely feel like you show up fully, something is at risk. A job, a relationship, a friendship, I understand that. And I'm not telling you to blow everything up, okay? I'm not giving you that advice, you know? I'm just telling you to not lose yourself in the process of keeping your peace. Don't shrink so long that you forget what it feels like to be full or forget to feel like who you are. Because I promise you, the right things in your life will not require you to be less. They'll ask for all of you. And they'll celebrate it. Going in with my liquid drops, Bahama Mama, my highlight liquid drops. I'm just gonna put like a little bit. That was actually low-key a lot for me. And then I'm gonna be going in with my Dior highlights in shade 2, Gold Halo. So this is what we're building towards. This is what this channel is about. You deserve rooms to be celebrated, to be your whole self, and to not feel bad about it. To openly be yourself at all times. Thank you guys for sitting with me today. I really appreciate it. For you guys that made it towards the ending of this video, I actually do have a few questions for you. I genuinely appreciate you guys staying, and if this conversation was for you, if something in here hit, I want you to do one thing before you leave. Just one thing. Think about one moment in the last week where you shrank yourself. You edited yourself, where you made yourself a little bit smaller for a room that didn't even ask you to. You just assumed that you had to do it. Tomorrow, in the same energy, try the full version of yourself and see what happens. I am finished with my makeup, but I just want to say this. I really, truly appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys, and I mean that. Come back next week. We're going to be talking about something I think about all the time. The difference between loving yourself and actually liking yourself, because those are not the same thing, and nobody talks about it. Alright, I'll see you then. Take care of yourself, and I hope you guys have a positive day. Bye!